Hello dear traders, petar.jacimovic here. Wanted to do an update on my USD versus Japanese yen on this short-term position that I mentioned a week ago. And I want just to do the update and alert you what's actually happening and what is my expectation on this currency pair. Also to speak about my intraday position, my intraday advice, which I posted on my Forex Factory journal, the Art of Trading by Petar, Serbia. So let's first start with this USD versus Japanese yen. This is the daily time frame, and as I mentioned here, that we actually broke the rising wedge here in the background after we actually took also this about 2 weeks trading range, this area here. I basically started to sell this currency pair. I got a good very solid position at 112.75 my entry. So my entry 112.75. Currently I'm in plus about 150 pips. But my actually main goal from the short-term perspective is to actually try to reach this 108.20 area and 107.50 area, which is basically the low of this rising wedge, basically. Interesting point here to mention is that bearish outside bar from the 200 simple moving average. So this is basically a good bearish confirmation that basically you see that price actually the sellers aggressively started in this bar, and we got a breakout with 200 simple moving average without any problem, and then price back to retest that, and right now trying to some consolidation before, in my opinion, potential further downward movement on this currency pair. So I'm basically aiming for 1-3 ratio here, and it will be a very good return if we reach, and if the price basically reach around 108.20 area. If we speak about, so this is a spot FX chart. If we speak about the futures market, I will just jump in the futures market. This is the weekly time frame on the 6J. So this is the Japanese yen versus the US dollar. So basically increase in Japanese yen versus US dollar will be basically reverse, will be basically a bearish on USD versus Japanese yen on spot FX chart. So watch this like an index, for example. If it's going higher, then the Japanese yen is strong. If it's going lower, the Japanese yen is weak. Now what we got here in these 3 weeks here is very interesting price action and volume activity on the futures market. What basically happened is we got this doji bar on the relatively high volume. The next bar is actually also bearish, but we didn't saw any progress lower, so we got a high forward with not so great results since we didn't even break this low. And then the next 2 bars basically are bullish bars in the high volume. So we see that basically the sellers lost the power. There is no interest by professionals to you know, for the lower price in the Japanese yen. So they started to basically buy since they saw the good opportunity, you know, to actually buy. The interesting point here is also that this movement here basically was fake breakout. If you see the lows here in the weekly time frame, and then price tried to go lower, we saw that something is happening since we had a higher forward with no result or very weak result, and then the basically demand came on Japanese yen. So we got a demand for Japanese yen currency, and we may see now on the Japanese yen versus US dollar, we see the 0.9 area where the price is trading right now, but price may go to 0.9 300 or 350 area in the next pair in the next weeks. So pay attention to this. This is a good activity, basically a good volume activity and price action, which this may mark basically and it's already the good qualitative swing low, which may last in the next period. So that's what I wanted to alert you about this currency pair. So you know, the one thing here is that you actually need to understand the money flow, which actually have the big influence on the FX market. So if you trade the FX market, any short-term, mid-term, or long-term perspective, you need to know how money flow, because you know money flow from different markets, how influence the FX spot exchange rate. since there is a lot of stuff. You need to know who are the key players, what is their purpose in this business, since there is a 3 large groups here, and they have all different purpose in being in this business. So basically the forex is mostly used for the hedging purposes. The biggest money involved in the forex is basically because of the hedging purposes, and then you have the large speculators. So you need to understand their businesses and how they operate, because if you understand them and their activity and their businesses, then you can try to speculate on their behavior and understanding their behavior, which can basically help your analysis and your speculation, which you need to understand this if you basically want to understand the money flow and why something is happening. Because at the end of the day, the price is not going higher or lower because you see the bars are going up and downs. This is just what you see here in the price section, and technical analysis is only reflection of what happened and what is actually happening, but you actually don't see the meaning and the reason why something happening. So you don't have a clue if you don't understand money flow, why something happening, and how to predict and how to understand the money flow rotation, which actually affect this FX exchange rate. So basically all of this I speak on my masterclass, let's say mentorship program, all from the basics to advanced, and it's a 2 weeks mentorship program where I speak all of this and show you in the real examples and my real trades I basically have in my portfolio. So now when I start the project with my friend from next year, you will absolutely enjoy. I will have also educational digital downloads. I will also have we'll also have the mentorship program. We also have the live TV, and we will basically forecast also intraday opportunities and so on. So you will absolutely enjoy. That will probably be January or February next year. We will start the website and so on, so you basically can join our services. Now I want to speak so intraday position. Basically I posted on the Forex Factory thread. This is some interesting intraday trading idea. Intraday trading is more mechanical trading, but still you need to have a understanding of the system you trade, understand of the opportunities which appears, and you need to embrace if there is actually opportunity for trade for that day. Also at the same time you need to anticipate if you see that during the day you trade you have a high impact event, and you need to anticipate this event and know how to behave, how to manage position, and so on and so on. So it's a very, very important to understand, and I will have a different digital courses which I will explain intraday trading in depth on the different systems which I'm trading on regular basis, and which I'm mastered in my 10 years of trading basically. Now this is just a one presentation of system. Basically we saw here this is a pivot point trading basically, and I also combine with the market profile and so on, but more about that again and these courses. But for now what we can see here is basically we got price stopped here in the pivot support 1. We got a doji, we got a hammer, and we got after that hammer double doji candles. We see the stochastic basically trying to and basically rejecting from 20 level, and we basically know that euro is in bullish trend. So buying here at the support, at the pivot support 1, is a very good idea. With a tight stop you can benefit very good on intraday trading. Even if you're starting to buy at this point, I alert you at somewhere in these points you will already be in plus 10 pips. Now with a very tight stops you can try to catch even 1-2 or 1-3 ratio if there is a power. So the targets are pivot 1, resistance 1, pivot resistance 1, and pivot resistance 2. So you got a pretty good space at least to retest the recent the yesterday high, and maybe if there is a power to go to this pivot resistance 2. So now I spot this opportunity and I post this on my Forex Factory thread. So I hope that you also follow my work and you saw this, so and this can help your trading and your success. Our project basically and our TV part, which we plan to start from next year, from January or February, will include, you know, at least 4 intraday trading advices and trading setups that we like, you know, on the forex and also on different instruments, on the indexes. You know, we'll also cover the DAX, you know, and all of the major indices. You know, we'll also cover some stocks and so on. So, but you know, everything will be covered. So we'll have a forex, you'll have a futures together. We combine the forex and futures. You will also have so on all markets, which are, you know, the largest markets, we will cover and inform you about potential trading ideas which you can implement in your trading to create and to build more, to actually build better success. So, you know, that's all for this video. I wanted to let you know. And if you like video, feel free to subscribe my YouTube channel. Also, feel free to comment. If you want to start my mentorship program before actually we establish and we finish the website and everything there, you can contact me privately on my Skype. So you can basically, you know, I will put my Skype username in the description of the video, so you can call me. You can, you know, add me on the Skype, and you know, we can do a call, and I can explain more about the mentorship program and what will include. That will be all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I wish you good trading, trade safe, and bye bye.